Well, let's go. 12 system hours until Charmony
Newsflash.
Festival.
Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase.
Oh, hello,
Accompanied
Dan.
by Clocky's TikToks.
Whoa.
After 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
I already told you. We can talk things out.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
I don't wanna give favor for someone who has teeth like that.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out
What's with the
was
hostility? You are the one being hostile here. You're holding
For the
guns
last time,
on my friend.
State your identity and purpose.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now.
9mm.
If you're an imposter just like that one,
It is into the classic.
then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes, so you all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Recognize this?
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Model fudger?
Middle finger?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo.
What is your problem, man?
Tell me, what kind of organization are the Galaxy Rangers?
Oh, my friend. This question is a hard one.
Just answer
Don't
the
think
question.
I can even please.
The thing that I hate about Honkai storyline is this. They speak in a very roundabout style that I just get to the fucking point, honestly.
The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as
Son
one
of a
us.
nice lady.
She's on Penacony right now. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appearing one moment and gone the next. Ugh. She scares the fudge out of me. Still,
Scared.
she gave me some vital info.
Scared of fudge. Come on. Just swear.
Happening in the dreamscape, or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron, who knows what she intends to do.
I mean, we still don't know what Akron's motive though. She just quote unquote killed a Venturine last time. And then what is her actual motive to be there?
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you. Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky.
Ooh, it's weird to listen like one child voice and then one really deep voice.
Be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence. But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash of a blade.
That's the final slash that basically killed Aventurine.
A single slash of a blade isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
Ooh.
That's not the point. Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all-embracing, I have no choice but to show some of them the door. For the sake of Penacony and the peace. The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right to tread the illuminated stage.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite to reveal your true self, at least when speaking to others. Penacony's Dream Master.
Dream Master. It's the bird.
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
It's the bird.
Whether you believe it or not,
Oh, we have so many people surrounding
is
her.
the real me. We are one.
What, you guys all NPC or one guy?
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated. The Oak family's 107,336 offspring
Damn,
are
that's a
now
lot.
my eyes, ears, and mouth.
That's a lot of offspring.
Spreading joy across dreams when required. And in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave, Penacony.
Yes, yes, Acheron.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not asking.
If you think you can.
Are you threatening me?
I ended it with a period. It was a statement, not a threat. Knowing
Stop
who I
it.
am and still showing
Please.
such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The chords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime. 137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body.
What is immolated? Can't understand some of this English.
And here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will.
Damn.
But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A
Well,
wise choice.
that's easy. I thought
I
you
wasn't aware
threatened
there
them.
was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river. Leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless.
God damn.
Like a tributary,
Dude.
spawned from the abyss.
Stop.
That brings death and sin.
You speak so much. Wasn't she already gone?
Acheron, a befitting name.
He's speaking by himself. I thought
Take
you were
it from
already
someone
far
on the
away.
other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Oh, it all returns to nothing. It all comes tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Robin's POV. Hey? Wasn't she died?
Yeah, what
Oh.
about it? Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to
Question
your
mark.
delightful dream journey.
Triple
What you just
question
mentioned
mark.
about the chips really piqued my interest.
I think you are 99% sparkle.
To express our apologies, the family has arranged this gift for the guests. Thank you for understanding.
Why is she handling all of this button? Yo, dude.
Quite a bit to drink.
Nice moves. What happened if you push the button before the festival?
Trouble.
Something.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
Some people just never listen, do they?
Wait.
It's never ending.
Wait.
Just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
Huh?
Bruh.
What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
Here, take this, little guest. This
Oh,
gift has been specially
sparkly.
prepared for you by the family. Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around
She
you.
can just erase someone's memory. Wow.
You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
We all know it was Sparkle. Come on.
We're back to where it all began.
Hey, Firefly.
You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Well, I don't know. Stellaron Hunter Sam can be really cute. And you, Firefly Soul? Are you alright?
I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared
Aw.
you. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme?
I mean, Stellaron Hunter's kinda chill
In
to us,
that
though.
instant before it killed me, I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme.
Silverwolf.
That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria miasma exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality. But after the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles.
Land of the Exiles, but it's also Robin's also got killed, right? So I think the culprit want to show that, yeah, hello Robin, there is something weird about your world.
And so, then I
About your
returned to the
family.
hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after, all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one.
One by one?
And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
I completely confused.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations.
I mean, I am confused.
I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes.
Close my eyes.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath.
And visualize the dreamscape's outline in your
What
heart.
are you doing to me?
And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times.
How long is at all times?
3, 2, 1.
1.
Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived.
What kind of memories?
I never knew you could do this.
Blade!
Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins?
No, it's nothing.
Japella.
I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
Wow, so Sam is just a robot, just completely robot. An identity of another, like, a different one, right? A long silence ensued. Neither of them brought up any topic, seemingly accustomed to the silence. It wasn't until much later that a soft sigh once again broke. It wasn't until much later that a soft sigh once again broke the quiet in the car.
Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance. I told you before. It's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving capabilities.
You don't trust me,
I'll
do
just
you?
put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that...
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Is it like her final mission or something?
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Oh, Mr. Yang, you're here
Close
too.
your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles.
What?
It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
Are you real, Mr. Yang?
The question that has been perplexing us,
It's real, Mr.
does
Yang.
death
Good.
really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, they've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
Gallagher.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
Made a move where?
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything.
No, no problem. So who exactly is Sam?
Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well,
Medical cabin?
that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline. A Firefly Type 4 Tactical Heavy Assault Mech.
A Firefly Type 4.
It is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was... how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
Aw.
Let's reconnect later.
So we're friends
Letting her
now,
go
right?
was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to. Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Someone. I saw him right away. Oh, hello.
We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high-five!
Yo. Mr. Yang, can you see him?
Your, memory zone mean?
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So, this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes.
Ah.
But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
Sleepy. So that thing name is Sleepy.
Let me go!
Please.
March? Marchie!
There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you.
Miss Trailblazer?
Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the
Why it's so
family on
formal?
the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down.
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
Well, this is how it turned out.
Ah, he think he dead. You scared him this badly? Now you shall pay respect to March 7, Ghost of Dreamflux Reef.
Me? A ghost? Don't make me hit you. He thinks he's dead.
Sorry.
Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dreamflux Reef.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the Papeshi.
Shut up! Invisible who?
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters.
I am the
Dead are
monsters.
right here. Oh,
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
don't say that name. It's all your fault.
They're what? What? What the?
Let's play for a while.
Why are we fighting?
This is where we split up. She can't be too far away.
She can't be too far away. She's here. What are you talking about?
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow
Micah.
Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himeko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper?
Gravekeeper.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
So, guardian of sorts.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones
Mika.
are you referring to? We didn't come across any
Different
graveyard when we arrived.
Spelling? That's Robin.
There she is.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew.
Hello, Robin.
I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change. Until it gradually faded away.
What's with that voice
At first,
of yours?
I thought it was a temporary ailment. Perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the Harmony. And losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of Harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the Harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the Harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
Power surpassing that of an emanator. That's scary.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance. But as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the Harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Oh. You don't want to appear in the festival. There's no concert anymore.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Because the concert is a fake.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing. It didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds. They should be flying free in the sky.
I mean, if the bird is sick, you gotta put it in the cage first. So we can
That's quite the
them.
romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure.
Who is this guy?
Let me tell you youngsters a story. As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When
Yes,
they
it is.
fly really
It's a
high,
bird.
the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations.
Just say to them, you wanna keep it or not.
Their
Don't
ancestors
go.
were too weak
Yeah.
after countless attempts.
I'm sorry,
by-
guys.
So, you mean
This guy just spewing
aren't
all of
born
the
to
bull
fly.
crap.
they find a way to do it through their determination? Right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So,
Idealistic way.
what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live. No matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
It's just
Yeah.
a fucking bird, man.
But, Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
Mr. Gopherwood.
What might that be?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Well, that's the problem for the bird.
Talking in your sleep, birdie? Time to wake up.
Gallagher.
Huh? Need a hand?
So he's actually just moving him into the real, the dreamscape, dream flux.
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate?
Cooperate.
What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
After what you have done to me, you want to cooperate?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish.
Huh? Nope.
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak family head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
That's a weird looking Robin.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized, not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Astana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the swarm.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Hello.
Robin.
Hello, Firefly. What's
I
up?
brought Gallagher here. It's time to face the truth.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say?
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh? Is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation.
Wow. You are a 4-star characters, mate. What? This guy should be the 5-star characters. Come on. We only have 2 4-star characters in Penacony.
As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
This guy is more important than I thought it would be. Alright, my room is really hot, so apologize for the sound of fan going
Are you done talking?
in the background.
So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
Stellary.
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
Whoa!
As I suspected. It's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream.
The Grand Theater.
That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
Dude, if this is the dream world, how can a Stellaron, like, imagine if it is a physical thing, get into the dream? I still don't understand the concept of what dream and what not in this Penacony
As for the person who
storyline.
employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe,
Just
we'll have a shot
maybe.
at success.
Maybe, just maybe.
We have always been
I
following
really like
in the
that line.
footsteps of our nameless predecessors. And there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Stop calling me Miss Trailblazer. Just call me Trailblazer, please. Why are you calling me Miss all of a sudden?
Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend had fond memories from his time aboard the Express, which he reminisced on every time he had a good drink.
Oh.
As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
Reveal it now. Oh, we're going here.
Back here again.
Oh, Firefly is still with us.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say, do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed
How
with that
old are you,
train,
Gallagher? Wait a minute.
but I remember your last words.
I thought you were 13.
Don't let us down, old man.
Oh.
What's happening?
Oh. Does the building just appear? Well, hey. What is that?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead.
Oh.
The first and last Nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legwork, the Watchmaker.
Oh. Mikhail Char Legwork. Dude, so Mikhail, that's Mikhail's full name. Mikhail has a lot of legworks. I'm sure he doesn't skip leg days. Beneath the sea surface of Memory Zone, in the garden closest to the full moon, in the water, an elderly man rests on a recliner enveloped in utter silence. The Watchmaker, Mikhail Char Legwork, has passed into that endless, timeless dream where no sound could ever awaken him.
Sure enough.
What?
The Watchmaker is the third Nameless.
He's still
Even
here.
I could guess that one.
He's not decomposing at
The
all.
legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the Nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more mysterious than me.
Well, let's have a look.
As the word cease, Himeko nods ever so slightly in your direction. You take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the Watchmaker. Why it's me? Why not Himeko? I thought like Himeko like the one. Alright, just go with it. You press your hands against the dream bubble, and thick viscose memoria converge under strain, then stretches outward from your fingertips as if weaving a delicate web. It gently cradles your palm. A chill travels from your fingertips, carrying with it a myriad of vibrant and intertwined memories, as experience would suggest. But this time, you see nothing at all. How could this be? Try to focus and capture memories. Take a deep breath and try to read the dream bubble again. Dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach was wrong. You think, holding your breath and closing your eyes, with one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the thin film coated in memoria. Yet before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun. Come on. There's nothing and nothing in there.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the Nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism.
Well, maybe that emptiness has a meaning.
That mischievous old man.
Maybe.
Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Heng, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
So Dan Heng at the end actually just get out.
I see,
Get out of the
but
train.
your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom, a new nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
Okay, good one.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he
got
boarded
Pom
the
Pom's
express.
badge.
So he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the Dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient.
Yes.
We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your
Sleep
identities.
on the floor, mate.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Fudge. Look.
Fudge?
Nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm down, dear guests.
Damn,
I do
dude.
recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the Express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
What's happened to your voice? Weird voice.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
2 guests?
Yeah, or 2. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my
You
part.
don't make Pom Pom angry.
I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
Hey.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan. And I
Hey.
serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper.
Acheron's behind you, Boot
As for
Hill.
Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request.
What?
Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and
Dirty
to contact
people.
a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady.
Son of
You
a
think
nice
I'm
lady.
dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
Bruh. You keep dodging
No
questions.
other options? What do you mean?
Acheron.
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
What?
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions.
technically
and know their
hijacked-
whereabouts, Donham. Please rest assured, your
Hijacked the
nameless
Astral
companions are
Express.
safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise.
What?
To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
As they spoke, the old man's gaze remained fixed on the distance. Amidst the fine drizzle of black rain, countless shadowy hands emerged from the sea, shrouded in an ethereal mist, reaching out towards the sky one by one.
Well, let me
Alright, what story do you have, old man?
Are like sailors on a vast ocean.
They speak really slowly. I hate that.
I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts. But it'll all be over before we know it.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth, I'm afraid we'll have to cancel it.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... we'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master. I'm sure he'll understand.
He'll not
If the
understand.
negotiation does not go smoothly,
What do you think negotiation can
I'll
fix
refuse to go
everything,
and
Robbins?
for the rest of his life.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even the sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Yeah, Sunday is definitely super sus.
Look what we have here.
Oh!
A lovely young lady. Wait, is that
Hello, Double Robin.
brother? What a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled masked fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite.
Let's wait here for
Where
the Dream
is
Master
Welt?
to arrive.
What happened to Welt?
Okay, everyone can find peace.
Bro, are you Uchiha Madara secretly?
Then, let's build a stage.
It's super strange.
And invite everyone to our performance. So that both our
We can be happy in an illusion world. 8
You're back
system
sooner than I
hours.
thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers. And in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals. And won't Penacony is our
Whoops.
rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action.
Yeah.
We're more familiar
Offensive
with the
approach.
Stellaron's properties than most. And since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily. And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand.
Firefly feels like part of the Express now.
But the problem is,
I love it.
on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family security will be airtight, and if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
So, no one's gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
You, of all people?
What's that supposed to mean? You'd better believe it. So
I believe
heard
in
that
you.
before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soul Glad TM Festivity Auditions.
Soul Glad
or
TM.
something. And it's going to be held in the moment of scorched sand. As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin.
Aw.
Not that that's important.
We're just
What's
fangirling
crucial
her.
is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character,
Virtual
I've
character.
already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is
Oh,
all
yeah.
down to you.
You're fictional characters of the
Should we ever
Watchmaker.
cross paths again?
The
I'd
Watchmaker.
love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable enemy. As long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunter's objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony.
Hey!
I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
You can join for
This
real.
is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now, everyone, let's prepare to move out.
Yo, this game is 1 year old. This game like has bigger size. Challenge arena. Oof. It's a turn-based game, yet we have so many stuff going on in the background. Pretty much useless stuff going in the background. It's looking really cool, but we can't explore anything about it. Great, I love living on the wild side.
No, that's not right.
What?
You're trying to express disappointment.
Sorry about that. Just let me die of thirst instead.
That's not right.
What?
A vine doesn't sound very...
Wowee! Penacony. That's a surprise, right?
But at this moment, you're part.
A body language test. And stairs just generate in front of us.
Here, you two are required to skillfully utilize body language to portray the story context I've laid out for you. Picking up from where we left off, at this moment, what should you do to make her laugh?
To make her laugh. Pet her head. I mean... I would love to. Tell her dad jokes. Tell her dad jokes. Stand up and prepare to move out. Roll about in the sand. What? She laughs? That's so cute.
Right answer. Your companion sees you rolling about in the sand and thinks about the
I should
arduous
choose about
obstacles along
the
this journey.
petting the
She
head.
can't
I love how this game knows how to increase playtime. Keep stalling something that just makes no sense at all. It's just increasing your playtime. Just not get to the point of the things, man. I thought we are in a hurry. Oh, I see.
I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
I have to fight you. Argenti. Why you don't have any sound?
Are you a knight of beauty?
Oh. So the red-haired contestant was you all along. He doesn't have any sound. What? Dude, I'm not crazy, right? He doesn't have any voice. What's the point?
Forth all your might!
Oh my god.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I'm just glad Sparkle is OP. Is it taking so long to just load that? The ultimate is eternal something. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, 4 of them are here.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. Before entering the Grand Theater, I, on behalf of the organizers,
Hello,
extend
Sunday.
my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance.
All I get are sincere congratulations. Where are the Stellar Jades?
Your endeavors are worthy of extra recognition, and I've taken steps to ensure that. However, this reward is not a material one, but rather the opportunity for an open and honest communication between us.
Are you gonna be the weekly
As
boss?
previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? Why asking me?
That's not the point. Don't let him mislead you.
Mr. Sunday.
What?
Even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
What do you want from me?
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmony Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition?
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
Oh.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing.
Point the spear what? He just asking.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the dreamscape's safety. So, if you could, please alleviate our concerns.
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. I already know your resolve. The magnitude of this matter is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, the entire Oak family will be mobilized to heed your call. Someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander may be utterly dispelled?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul. Please sear his tongue and palms with a hot
Sear
iron,
his tongue.
so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Oh, this is the lie detector again.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the
Naturally.
path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Naturally.
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate
Never.
with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question.
Of course, we're gonna stop
Do you
there.
swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced...
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity.
Mr. Yang found
and
a
unity
loophole.
under their light. All duplicity is laid bare before the harmony. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this if not for the Great One. Shibe.
Shibe?
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
No way. Bro, the brother actually betrayed Robin.
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
Get out of here.
This is the true reason I can't sing. The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Shipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
Order. Is Sunday gonna get Cocolia? That's gonna be pretty interesting if that happened.
I'm here to make my intentions clear.
If it is the order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity.
Alright, this
atop
guy is
the
messed up.
corpses of the downtrodden. Only we, or rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
Pathstriders of Order.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly do justice to the beauty of that
Come on, we can just fight.
So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps and see once again where this...
Nope. Wasting my time.
Where'd he go?
What?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
You imprison us?
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it entails. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. The road we once took begins here. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I've
Dude.
selected a portion of these to share with you.
You become so messed up because of Bert? What the hell is you? Alright, we're gonna do this video essay. But we're gonna start from the history of the world. Bro, this is like the third time I've seen this fucking bird again.
Fallen into a shrub.
Honkai Star Rail, please.
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape.
Shame?
On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly?
No.
And as to why we sleep,
No.
it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams.
Dude, what is this philosophical nonsense? We sleep because we're tired, alright? We want a time skip to the next day, that's it.
But this is not in conflict with the grand plan.
What's
Only
wrong with
in
you,
acknowledging
Honkai Star Rail?
Can we truly understand the frailty of human nature?
Sometimes when we sleep, we don't get any dream at all.
Show compassion.
Stop with your bullcrap.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all, even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak?
Ooh, challenge.
Because I don't think so.
Some idea challenge happening.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
Choice. What?
What is this
we're back.
place?
We are going back. So Himeko's decided to go into the dreamscape just to meet Misha.
I don't know much about dream bubbles, but if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door?
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while.
Wait.
If I remember correctly, there should be a
What are
fireplace
you, Misha?
down that hallway. Clocky and I used to sit by the fire, and the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor, and making up stories for each of them. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So, what is this place?
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms and see if you can recall anything more?
Yeah, then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned.
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But, Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
You are the grandson.
Grandpa? Do you mean...
Or
you're the Watchmaker's grandson?
biological, right?
We haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants.
Ah.
And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old.
Okay.
He believed
It's
he
not
was
biological
still young.
grandpa.
The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the Seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence? So, where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey. And it's been quite a while since I last saw him. So, where has Clocky gone?
So you need to keep
Did
yourself
he leave
safe
to
too.
protect Dreamville?
Okay, Mikhail. I promise you.
And he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the Watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain. Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further.
Sure. Stop speaking. But in the end, we'll arrive in the new world. We've overcome so many challenges. No, Captain Misha, we are now heading in the correct direction.
This is it. This is my room of clocks. While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop. And it became my secret base here. I learned how to repair clockwork and gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world. I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
What?
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Too bad. I don't know either.
Marge, do you remember when she mentioned a clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky.
Wait, that's true. Yeah, I noticed that too. That's true.
A mimetic life
Only the
that
Trailblazers
only
can
be seen by
interact with
select
them.
few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
No.
Wait. No way!
Acheron never look at Misha.
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream.
Ah.
Just like a memory zone meme.
Wow.
I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the Express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details. How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now,
Wow.
please allow me to reintroduce myself.
He's more important than it shouldn't be.
I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system. Adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure. A name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply...
You...
Misha.
What? You are Mikhail himself?
If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name.
You're the Watchmaker? What the hell? What? Dude. Alright, that is really good plot twist, Honkai Star Rail. Oh my god. I thought you are truly just a grandson of the Mikhail.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more.
Huh.
I'm only a reflection of his life. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. Friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey,
Oh.
I left this little flame, which I so cherished.
Your voice getting deeper.
In my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Wait, are you Misha or are you the Watchmaker of that?
Because he was
I
born
am
with
so
a desire
confused.
to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered
Oh,
it.
okay,
And
so
that's
Misha
why he
is actually a
mistakenly appeared as
character.
a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The
Oh.
one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, We encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every Nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since.
The original Penacony. Acheron and friends are going to Asdana, don't
I've
they?
been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Mikhail Char legwork.
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
He's actually part of the Express.
Well,
damn.
It's hard to explain.
What a
but
twist.
I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
Granholm.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry. Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will continue.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, Legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Micah!
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next Watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question.
Gallagher.
What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes. I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Wow.
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dreams.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass.
What?
So Your name should have been Compassy. And the Watchmaker is just a nameless.
Oh my.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You
Cannot
know,
run.
Clocky, I don't think
Cannot run.
I'll be going anywhere else.
Oh, back to his real body. Take a rest in the moonlight. Doesn't that mean Misha will not gonna appear in the Express anymore? That's sad. Oh no.
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
It really felt like we lost someone. Like Ting Yun.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
No.
This is where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you, Misha. You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze.
Okay. Oh no.
Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness.
He's gonna go.
But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
He will go.
Just like your hands. Always.
No.
This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
We got the hat.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The
What's
Pentagon
that?
in Mikhail's dreams
March?
does not belong to order.
That's the harmony? Just getting her hat. Or his hat. We changed to harmony, isn't it?